Alright everyone, I'm back with part 2 of my special DVD review of the Rise and Fall of ECW. And like I said in part 1, this is going to be reviewing 2 DVDs. And as I just told you, if this doesn't satisfy you, this has got more detail, more content, talks about more things. And as I just ended, as I just ended part 1, I was talking about the lesbian kiss that is told in here. Was sort of like the kiss of death for ECW. Matter of fact, they got the chapter titled after it, if I could find it. Here it is. A Deadly Kiss. That's what it says right there. Deadly Kiss. Basically saying that had they not done that, nothing would have gone wrong. But because of that, they lost a majority of a lot of the stations that aired them. With a few exceptions of Philadelphia and Wichita and a few others. Stations in Chicago and Pittsburgh and maybe Boston, maybe, I don't know, threw them off because of what they did. Now, if this book, which, like I said, goes into more detail, gives you more detail and pictures, doesn't satisfy you, if you will, doesn't satisfy your thirst, because here's the colored pictures they have. Doesn't satisfy your thirst, then maybe this will. This came out about the same time, maybe a few months earlier, or later I should say, a few months later, called Forever Hardcore. Now this was produced by Jeremy Borash, and it's basically sort of like this one, but you got interviews in here with wrestlers that weren't on this one. You got interviews with Terry Funk, Raven, Shane Douglas, Joey Styles, and Sabu. Now here's a good thing. Here's something right here. This is before Joey Styles went to WWE. Now if you've watched the Hardcore Revolution DVD, you'll notice that when Joey's face appears on screen, I think during the Terry Funk dedication, Hall of Fame ceremony, I should say, everybody boos him because he was one of the last loyalists of ECW who was a part of this and part of the first Hardcore Revolution, and yet he left. Go figure. But anyway, this also takes place before WWE resurrected ECW as a brand and brought back some of the wrestlers, like Sabu, like Sandman, and even Terry Funk. But this is a 2-disc set, just like this one. It's a director's cut, and this I think has matches more than anyone, bonus features. And this is the documentation. This is the documentary. This is the bonus features, like the matches. And it basically talks about the same things. But they interview not just, Sabu and Sandman, but they interview, I think, not just the guys they mentioned here, like Sandman, Raven, Shane Douglas, Terry Funk, and Sabu, and Joey Styles. But they also talk to people like New Jack. They talk to Todd Gordon. They basically go into just as much detail, if not more so, about the certain situations. They talk about more about the mass transit incident. They talk about how the head of the NWA at the time got punked. Didn't know what was really going on, but found out that he was punked in the end by Todd Gordon and Paul Heyman and everybody when Shane Douglas threw the NWA, let me show you what I'm talking about, threw this title to the ground like this. Yes, and then how that set up to the commissioner, to the guy in charge of the NWA, finding out that he had been punked. And that the NWA was no longer, that ECW was no longer to be part of it. basically goes into more detail, and like I said, it talks to everybody. Conan, Francine, Terry Taylor, Ed Ferrara, Kid Cash, everybody that was not on this DVD. That's what this talks about. Overall, it's a great DVD. Both of them are good. And if you have not seen this yet, I suggest you rent it, you buy it, download it if you can off some kind of site. You will enjoy it. You will enjoy all this, because, like I said, like this book, it goes into a little bit more detail from the accounts from the others that are not part of WWE, and I guarantee it's something that you will like. If you're a wrestling fan, an ECW fan, you got to get this and this. Let me just put it this way. Watch this first, watch this second, then read this, and altogether you'll get every single information you want out of what really, really happened. Now, this Rise and Fall deal, or series I guess you could say, DVD series, will continue. Because from what I understand, later in the summer, WWE is going to be releasing the Rise and Fall of WCW. And we're going to see how good that is. But I hope you enjoyed my 2-part DVD review on the Rise and Fall of ECW and Forever Hardcore. If you got any comments, just let me know. Leave them on the page, and I'll talk to you all next time. Till then, I'm Brian saying God bless. Take care.